Well, here I am on my front porch, and I am fixing to recreate my red wagon decor. So I thought I would try to do a video as I go along. It might seem a little choppy this time because I don't have it set up on a tripod, but I thought I would try to show you guys the steps I go through to create my little red wagon decor. I have taken everything out of it. As you can see, having it out here all the time is rough on it, but I like somewhat rustic looking stuff, but it's getting pretty rustic looking, that's for sure. But anyway, I'll clean out the bottom of it there. I've washed a plaid blanket that I have to put back in there kind of as a base. And I have lights wrapped around some pip berries here. I'm not even sure the lights are still working, so I might have to replace those lights because it does light up here, and they do go around this little wreath that has taken a beating for sure. We've had some really bad thunderstorms and whatnot come through here in the last few nights. It's been pretty crazy. But anyway, I'll go in here and show you some of the things I've collected that I'm going to use to make up this decor. So anyway, I need to sweep too, obviously. Yuck. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, so here are some of the things that I've collected off of the red wagon and brought in and kind of washed up as much as I could. Things are looking pretty rough from being out there, you can see, and that stuff doesn't come off. These are solar powered lanterns that I got from Joann's last year. They work like a charm, they really do. And I've got a couple of stars and another little lantern. I have a little family sign and some sunflowers and a birdhouse to match the birdhouse that's on my wreath. The birdhouses are 50% off, and I was in Hobby Lobby yesterday and I swiped that thing up really quick when I saw that they were 50% off. So I got that, and then another candle holder and battery operated candle. Also over here, I don't know if I'm going to use all this, but I have a heart and some butterflies. They're metal. And then sit long, talk much, laugh often. So, and it's on it like a chain. So I might hang that on the crate. Anyway, we'll see what I come up with, and I'll try to take you all through the steps as I go. Hi y'all, here I am in my living room. Right before I go out, my front door's right there. So I wanted to show you, this is the blanket that I washed last night. It is nice and thick and heavy. I bought it on sale last year when I first bought my wagon. So specifically to go in the wagon. Okie dokie, here I am back out at my wagon, and I've taken that little Behr off of my wreath, and I've left the lights around the wreath, and I've gotten my blanket in. Just kind of folded it and just draped it in there, and kind of up into the crate too. Ooh, I need to clean the back of that crate. Anyway, as you can see, I put a big, like a plate holder. So I'm just going to set the wreath down in there. And that kind of starts off our decor. You can see this is not the same sit long, talk much, laugh often that I have in the house. I think I'm going to hang it right on the edge there to pull it all together. But anyway, I also have a Behr to add in. So I'm working on it. Plug left in the wagon in there that I'll plug the set of 15 lights in. After I get everything done, Okay, we're back out at my little red wagon again, and I don't think I mentioned before, but what I'm kind of trying to do is mimic this wreath just a little bit. So keep the wreath in mind as we go through this process over here, and you'll hopefully be able to see some aspects of the wreath in the Red Wagon decor. So anyway, I went ahead and wrapped the mini lights around that garland and just draped the garland across this top crate. And then I made a bow, and I'll give you a link to how to make a bow in the body of this blog. And then I just attached the bow to the sit long talk much level. So that is just hanging on there. Kind of used a pipe cleaner to tie it on there. And I'll just cover that up with the garland. So anyway, I already have the other set of lights plugged in and ready to drape around things. So I just kind of have them sitting to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and try to start building this and videoing at the same time. So we'll see how I drape back here in this corner. And that's where Mr. Behr is going to sit. Remember, I always work back to front, usually left to right, back to front, biggest to littlest. So that's kind of a good way to think about how I arrange things. So there's Mr. Behr sitting there. And let's see, I've got this birdhouse that matches the birdhouse. See? Matches that birdhouse perfectly. So to my eye, I want it kind of over here to the left. So I'm going to put it, well, maybe not. Maybe I'll just set it right there. And here's a star. Actually, I think I'm going to stick him back there. And I also have some of these sunflowers. And I think I'm going to put one up here just to try to pull in the sunflowers on the wreath. And this candle holder, let's put it up on the top too. There we go. Let's see. I have these red berries, like the red berries that are in there. These are actually already in the, like that. And, let's stick a couple of these, more of these sunflowers in. How about one there? How about one down here? And we need one back here. Like that. We have this other lantern. Let's put him here on this corner. Like that. We will have two things lit on the top of this at night. And I have this star. You know, I have stars on this wreath too. So I have these stars. I'll be back. Just to let you all know, it's about 100 degrees with about 100% humidity here in my town today. So I'm sweltering out here. Anyway, I moved the star kind of to the back of the Behr, behind the Behr, and I took that star garland and kind of draped it around the front. Needed two hands to do that. Now I'm fixing to just drape these lights around. So let me do that. Just kind of up and over the wreath. Down, get over there. Down and around the front. Just to give a little something to look at when you're looking from the road. Not that anybody but me is really going to see this, to be honest, but I like it. So I do this kind of stuff, I guess, for myself more than anybody else, just because I like the look of it, and it makes me feel good when I look out to in the evening and see. All right, let me move this over here a little bit. And I still have this one sunflower left. How about stick it right, kind of right there, even if it does cover up that one little bit of mess there on the side. I think I'm liking what it's looking like here. Now I have this other star, the family sign, these butterflies. Got this little grouping over here with the solar lanterns. So I think I'm just going to leave that alone because I want to concentrate my efforts over here. So sometimes you don't have to use everything you think you might need. So I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. And I'm going to back up. Well, I think that I'm going to stop messing with it. I think I'm going to leave it alone and live with it for a little while. As you can see, I've got the lights kind of intertwined around everything and up over the top of the wreath, and then of course around that garland. And I think it mimics that wreath rather nicely. Let's see if I can get back far enough where I can get both in the picture. I think it looks all right. I'm pretty happy with it. And then that little grouping over there, it's just a little something something. Can overdo things, you know. Not that I ever do that. Anyway, there we go. A tutorial telling y'all how I switch out my red wagon decor. I hope that it helps you guys in your decorating endeavors. Of course, if y'all have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll be glad to try to answer anything. So until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.